Hello! Welcome to today's lesson on comets and their comparison with asteroids. Today we will delve into the properties of comets, including their composition, size, and orbits. Then we will explore their distinctive tails and their formation, understanding how solar radiation and wind contribute to this phenomenon. Finally, we will compare and contrast comets with asteroids, noting the differences in their composition and orbital patterns. So far, we have explored asteroids in terms of their size, elliptical orbits, and the regions of the solar system where they are mainly found. We will now delve into the unique features of comets and how they differ from asteroids in terms of composition and appearance. Let's get started. Comets are fascinating celestial objects that are quite distinct from other space bodies like planets or asteroids. They are made up of ice, dust, rocky material, and organic compounds. This composition gives them the potential to form a striking visual phenomenon when they approach the sun. You may have heard the term shooting stars used for comets. A key feature that makes comets stand out is their tail, which becomes visible when they get close to the sun. As a comet approaches the sun, it heats up due to the increased exposure to solar radiation. This heat causes the ice within the comet to vaporize, releasing gases and dust. The solar wind, a stream of charged particles from the sun, pushes these gases and dust particles away from the comet, creating the bright tail that always points away from the sun. Sometimes this tail can stretch millions of kilometers, and it's what gives comets their spectacular glowing appearance in the night sky. For interest, it's worth mentioning that a comet actually has two tails, a gas or ion tail and a dust tail. The gas tail is made of ionized gases, charged particles, while the dust tail consists of small dust particles. These tails sometimes point in slightly different directions because the solar wind and solar radiation affect them in different ways. While this extra detail isn't necessary to fully understand comets for your GCSEs, it can help you appreciate how complex and fascinating these objects are. While comets and asteroids both orbit the sun, they are composed of different materials and have different characteristics. Comets are primarily composed of ice, dust, and organic compounds. In contrast, asteroids are largely composed of rock and metal. They can be thought of as more solid and unchanging because they lack the volatile ices found in comets. Comets come in various sizes, but typically range from a few kilometers to tens of kilometers in diameter. Despite their often dramatic appearances, they are generally smaller than asteroids. In terms of their movement, comets follow elliptical orbits around the sun, similar to asteroids. However, the orbits of comets are usually much more stretched out or elongated. This often takes them on journeys far beyond the orbit of Neptune, deep into the outer parts of our solar system and back. Asteroids, however, tend to have more circular or slightly elliptical orbits, and are usually found in regions like the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter. In today's lesson, we have delved into the properties of comets, including their composition, size, and orbits. We also explored their distinctive tails and their formation, understanding how solar radiation and wind contribute to this phenomenon. Finally, we've also compared and contrasted comets with asteroids, noting the differences in their composition and orbital patterns. By understanding these unique characteristics and distinguishing comets from other celestial objects like asteroids, we enhance our comprehension of the diverse components of our solar system. Watch the rest of the GCSE physics course at Sophos Education